Hey YouTube, Kirsten here. Sorry about no videos for the longest time. I just moved across country, so I'm still getting settled in and all that fun stuff, but this is my Friday Reads. If you don't know what Friday Reads is, check the bar down below where I'll hopefully explain a little bit more about it. Also check out Bunny Kate's video that I'm going to be linking up to this video. And if you make Friday Reads video, please link it up to Bunny's as well. So, this weekend, I am reading a lot. Or I'm in the middle of a lot. So, I am currently reading Tip of the Tongue by Patrick Ness. And I was reading on my Kobo. My Kobo has since, as you can see, died. Completely died. Like, I've never seen it with a black screen. But apparently, it doesn't want to do that. So I'm going to have to read it through my PC. We'll see how that goes. I like my Kobo. That is one of the e-shorts through Doctor Who for their 50th anniversary year. They're coming out each month with a short story based on one of the Doctors. So this is, I believe, the 5th Doctor now. Or 6th. I think we're 5th is the Tip of the Tongue, and then the 6th will be coming out this month sometime soon. Hopefully. I am also audiobook-wise on my iPod, which does work so far. I'm reading Fade, or listening to Fade by Lisa McMann. This is the second book in the Wake trilogy. I don't know if there's an actual name for that trilogy, but it's about a girl who can kind of jump into other people's dreams, and as she's trying to figure out if she can do anything about it or if she's just going to get sucked into them all the time. But it's not my favorite trilogy by far. Just because the writing style is a little different. It's a lot more like choppy, kind of almost like someone retelling it like in like diary entries. It seems. I'm not sure if that's how it's actually written in the book, but I'll get through that soon. And then I'm also reading like book form, which I don't have the book with me right now, but I'm reading Pure by Julianna Baggott. I've been reading this book for a while. I kind of put it aside and then had moved and picked up a few other books in between, so I'm trying to get back to it to finish it because I enjoy it. It's a dystopian book about a world where there was an apocalypse and everyone ended up being kind of melded or attached to either an object, to nature, to the ground, or to rocks or something, or to other people. So you are kind of following the storyline of one girl who has a doll for a fist, or a doll's head, because that's what she was holding when she was a young child when the apocalypse happened. And then you're also learning about a boy who's considered a pure, because he was living in the dome at the time of this apocalypse, so he's pure, so he's not attached to anything, he doesn't have scars or anything that all the people outside the dome ended up getting because of this tragedy. I'm also reading, originally on my Kobo, the ebook of Life Before Legend, which is the stories of the criminal and the Prodigy, which is a short novella kind of ebook that's supposed to be before Legend by Mary Lou. So I haven't read Legend or Prodigy, so I figured I'd start with this little ebook that's supposed to come before to maybe read them more chronologically. I am also finishing up the audiobook of Doctor Who's The Many Hands, by Dale Smith. That book is with David Tennant as the Doctor and Martha Jones, and Martha Jones as his companion. I'm also finishing up I have an audiobook copy of School Spirits by Rachel Hawkins. This book I originally got from NetGalley to read hopefully before it came out, but I didn't get a chance to before then, so I'm finishing it up now. This is a spin-off series of Rachel Hawkins' the Hex Hall trilogy. This is one of the characters from the third book in the Hex Hall trilogy is now in their own series, which this one's just the first one of, and that's School Spirits. I'm liking it. I don't know if I like it as much as the Hex Hall trilogy originally, but it's still a good story, and I like the characters and the kind of world building that was the same as the trilogy originally. It's just with different characters. In between, I'm also still reading Death Note. That is a graphic novel by Tsugumi Ohba. And that's about a boy who discovers a notebook where this notebook is called the Death Note, and anytime someone writes somebody's name in this notebook and thinks about that person, then that person will die, hence the Death Note. And so far I'm just getting into it of like this boy who finds this note and what he's going to do with this notebook, as well as what the owner of the notebook is doing, because there is this death god that owns this notebook, and he's in it too, even though he doesn't want the notebook back. He seems to be enjoying someone else using it and seeing what humans will do with it versus his own species. I'm also trying to get through, when I get time, Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. This book was originally for the YouTube book club. It was postponed a month, so I started reading it last month, didn't quite get there, then our meeting was postponed, so I put it on hold, thinking I could read it before the next meeting, and then I think I missed the next meeting, so I still haven't finished reading the book, but I'm working on it. It's a high fantasy. That's about all I know about that book. I am also reading, I have a lot of books to read. The Body in the Library, that one's a reread, and that's by Agatha Christie. I read that book in high school, did a presentation on it, so it's kind of like sentimental. So I got a new edition of it, so I figured I would read that, which I've just barely started. I don't remember a whole lot from the last time I read it, so it's kind of nice to remember that again. And lastly, there is an end to this. I am reading To Kill a Queen. Not sure who that's by, but that is one of these books that's like, it's an Elizabethan girl's diary. So it's written as a diary and based on a girl that's living between 1583 and 1586, and it's her recounts of Queen Elizabeth and that kind of era, but from the perspective of a girl that wasn't well known and isn't historically significant, but just, so I think this is also just a fictional story, so it's kind of neat to kind of live in the world of how someone might at that time. So I'm hoping to at least finish a couple of these, like for sure the shorter like ebooks, and then the audiobooks. I should be able to finish up those two this weekend too, and then we'll see what's next. So I really want to know, A, have you read any of these books, and did you like them, not like them? Let me know in the comments. Also let me know in the comments what you're reading, and if anyone else is as crazy as I am with reading so many books at one time. I want to know. I want to know I'm not the only one. Okay. I will see you guys later. Bye!